For some of you, it truly is an introduction, because most of her time as a congregant and leader was spent elsewhere, as you'll hear in a moment. She will tell you a little bit about herself, and more can be found in the journal. But I want to speak about my personal experience of this wonderful person. I know Marilyn from the time when I was president of the congregation. One of the main tasks I had given myself as president was to find a suitable merger partner for us, and one such candidate was Temple Sinai of Long Island in Lawrence, which unfortunately was being forced to close. My main contacts at the time were members of Sinai's merger committee, and Richard Stone and Evelyn Malton, who were then co-presidents of Sinai. They had expressed an interest in a merger with Avodah. Obviously, that merger never came to pass, and despite considerable effort, Sinai merged with another temple. And by the end of this, that process had left me, frankly, frustrated and somewhat deflated. But that process did lead to our honoree, and she was the proverbial silver lining. Richard and Evelyn had spoken to me about one other person who had expressed an interest in Avodah, someone named Marilyn Frischling. I remember Evelyn telling me, in effect, that she was a force to be reckoned with. Evelyn was right. I learned that Marilyn was a past president of Sinai and had been quite vocal in trying to ensure that Sinai congregants found the best possible new home. She would not go along merely to get along, even with Sinai's own merger committee, and her central motivation was always the welfare of Sinai's congregants. She was a true leader. Marilyn eventually concluded, as did Richard and Evelyn, that Temple Avodah was the right place to be, and all joined us here. The decision to Avodah having been made, Marilyn turned her attention to convincing others to join. In a demonstration of her leadership and determination and some heavy-duty strategizing, Marilyn was instrumental in bringing to us 17% of Sinai's congregation. That, to me, was a remarkable moment. So we did get something of a merger after all, and we are now together as part of our Avodah family. Irene and Marilyn have become close, and we often sit with her at Shabbat services, and I will tell you that her political skill and determination are exceeded only by her commitment to and her love of Judaism. I am sure that others who have known Marilyn longer than I could say much more, but from my point of view, she is a treasure, and Avodah is indeed blessed to have her. She is certainly deserving of the honor we give her tonight. Marilyn, come on up. I am presenting Marilyn with this on behalf of the temple. You need a mandatory picture.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Don't drop it.
Don't try not to. Thank you, Phil, for your kind and generous words. What Phil didn't know at the time was that Evelyn and Richard were so impressed with Temple Avodah's president that they encouraged me to meet him. Later, when I did, I felt positive about a congregation that chose a man of his caliber as its leader. Wanting to learn more about Temple Avodah as we searched for a new temple home, Evelyn, Richard, and I attended a Shabbat service. Upon arriving, we were impressed with the ease of parking, the inviting lobby, and the beauty of the sanctuary. That was surpassed only by the beauty of the service and the warmth and apparent spirituality of the rabbi. And yes, he was funny too. This rabbi had a sense of humor. We didn't understand everything that he said. But later, we would told by a most welcoming group of congregants that in time, that would happen. We were fortunate to have come on a Shabbat when not only were there anniversary and birthday blessings, but there was a bridal blessing and a baby naming too. The choir sang with the cantor, and we sang also. We were invited to join the choir. This was our temple. This was my temple. I have always had an affinity for the synagogue and loved being Jewish. Early on, being Jewish was Shabbat candles, holidays, gefilte fish, chopped liver, and bagels and lox. Yes, it still is all of those things. However, as I grew older and really thought about my Judaism, I developed a deep respect for its ideals, its moral and ethical teachings, and the importance of the observance of its rites and rituals. If I were a scholar, and this was a different time and place, I might elaborate on the ways Jewish teachings are truly a light unto the nations and provide meaning for the Jewish soul. But since I am not, and it isn't, suffice it to say that as I understand it, Judaism was a leader of other civilizations morally and ethically. Much of the American legal system has its basis in Talmudic law. I believe that the Jewish approach to life and its milestones can be emotionally comforting. Being Reformed Jews, each one of us may find our own example of the positive influence Judaism has had on our lives. For me, the more I learn, understand, and interpret, the more I love and respect my religion. I love being Jewish. When I was a little girl, I was happy about three things. I was happy to be a girl, I was happy to be in my family, and I was happy to be Jewish. What I didn't understand at the time was that I felt blessed. As an adult, I count my blessings every day. Among my blessings are having had parents who took pride in my abilities and respected my opinions. Grandparents in whose homes Shabbat dinner and Jewish holiday celebrations were eagerly anticipated. A husband, my partner, and my friend, who I loved as much as life itself. I am blessed with three wonderful children of whom I am proud to say helped me to grow and from whom I learn all the time. A daughter-in-law who is also smarter than I. And 5 grandchildren, beautiful both inside and out, who bring joy to my life. I am blessed with extended family who have enriched my life, with caring friends, and with a temple family who has embraced me and honored me tonight. An honor which is multiplied by being in the company of Florence and Henry Austin and Joyce Lipton. I thank all of you for being here tonight in recognition of all the honorees and in support of our very special temple. Thank you for this honor. Congratulations, Florence, Henry, and Joyce. Shabbat Shalom.